Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. How are you today? Tuesday, January 30th. Man, we almost in February, y'all. Jeez. Wow. Time is flying already. This is the other Carhartt sweatshirt I was telling you all about in that video. If you watch my Ross haul Sunday. Y'all, so this is the other Carhartt sweatshirt. They so thick, you don't need a shirt on up under these, unless it's, I guess, this is the kind of stuff you wear when it's real cold. You know, you could put a shirt up under here, but I would be hot. But y'all ain't gonna believe that I'm on time. Y'all, I'm on time. I left out the house at 6:15. I can't get out at 6 o'clock, but I left at 6:15. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. So, yes, it is Tuesday, January 30th, 2024. A day that God has allowed us to see once again. Give him honor, glory, and praise, for he is good. He is good. A day that I have never seen, and a day that I will never see again. But I thank him. I thank God that I'm alive and I'm well. And I praise God for waking me up and starting me on my way today, because he didn't have to do it. Because so many people did not wake up this morning to say to God, thank you, glory, hallelujah. But I did, and I'm glad about it, and I hope you are too. So I need to just go on and jump into my subject now, and not waste no time, so I can get all this in on the way to work. So yesterday I put up a video, and I said, why do men think that it is okay to go to a woman's house empty-handed? Well. Of course, the sassy man, the little penis, hairy balls, musty balls, still got hair on their dick since they came out their mama coochie, had something to say. Wasn't a lot of them, but it was two in particular that have not got the forehead kiss from their mama. Ladies, I want you to tune into this. I want you to come close to the screen when I say this. Men ain't men no more. My girlfriend from high school, who I talk to all the time, she's probably watching this video. She said to me the other day, she said, you know what, Sherelle? She said, these men today are sassy. Sassy. S-A-S-S-Y. You know, sassy, feminine, girly. So in their feelings. Oh my God, are they in their feelings? I often want to just grab a man and lift his balls and see if he got a pussy up under there. Because when I tell you, they are some weak, noodle, soft, cake, no heaven, balls, pussy motherfuckers I ever seen in my life. Now, this does not apply to all men, because there's so many men that are just men. They don't care about what a woman is or ain't doing. They just men. And I wanted a girl so bad. I wanted a girl so bad when I found out I was pregnant. When I went for my ultrasound, I just knew I was having a girl, right? Because sperm donor had already had a girl. But I had a boy. And I have often asked God, when I looked at this boy child, why you why you know I wanted a girl. Why you give me this boy? But over the years in raising my son and seeing the type of young man that he is becoming at 15 and listening to his conversations on the phone with his friends and listening to him tell me stories about things that happen in school. And I listened to this young man and I listened to how my son talks about boys and how they so disrespectful towards girls, and how one of his friends asked him, man, why you don't get bitches? And that just irritated my son to no end. And he said, bitches? He was like, women are not bitches. He was like, I don't get bitches, I get women, I get girls, I get queens. And so when I listened to my 15-year-old, and I listen to these 50-year-olds, I just wonder, what did your mamas do with you? Did you have one? And if you did, what did she do to you that you're so angry? Which is going to lead me into my next story. But why are you so angry at your mama? Why are you so? Because let me tell you all this. Whatever happens, whatever trauma happens in your young adult life, in your childhood, it will come up and manifest when you become an adult. You may not believe me, but just think about the trauma that you've experienced, and if you did not deal with that trauma, and how it has affected you in your adult life. Because really what we are, we're just a bigger version of ourselves when we were younger. That's it. We just grew. But a lot of us have grew physically, but not mentally, not spiritually. We still on breast milk. You know, we ain't went no further where we eat meat. We still sucking from the titty. And a lot of these men want to suck your titty and see if you got something in there for them, because they didn't get the nourishment and the fuel and the love and the kiss on the forehead from mama. Ladies who have sons, be careful how you treat your male children, because they will grow up. They will grow up and treat the woman in their life like she's nothing if you didn't impart anything. And I'm so glad that I am imparting something in my son. And I know I've been teaching Christopher about respecting girls since he was 3. Christopher has been opening the door for me and my mother and other women that he sees since he was about 5. Because it's been taught. It's been taught. It's been taught. It's been taught. I tell my son all the time, I said, don't you ever let me hear you call a girl a bitch. Don't you ever disrespect a girl just because she don't know her worth and she don't respect herself. You are a man. You are a man. You're going to be a man, and you have to stand in your manhood. And men think manhood is all about how big their dick is and how hard they can get it up, and you know how many women they ain't slept with, and you know how much money they make, and what kind of car they drive, and the kind of weed they smoke, and dapping with their homeboys and all that. That ain't your manhood. That's not manhood. That's not manhood. Manhood is when you as a man walk upright with respect. First respecting yourself and then respecting others around you. Manhood is when you take responsibility and accountability for what you do and for what you say. Manhood is when you come back and say, I'm sorry. Manhood is, I did not mean to offend you. Can you please forgive me? Manhood is being like God. It's like being like God. You are kings. But ain't nobody ever told y'all that y'all are kings. Because you ain't walking like no king. You ain't acting like no king. You all are the most disrespectful human beings on the earth. And I ain't talking about all men. Because I meet some wonderful, classy, intelligent men every day. Every day. And I know somewhere, some woman or man, both mother or father, imparted something in them. It's sad. It's sad that you all, and I'm talking about these group of men, it is sad, 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 sad that you don't love yourself first. And that, well, let me go back. It's sad that you had the type of mother that wish she had swallowed when she laid eyes on you. It's sad. Because some of y'all really needed to be wasted on the carpet. I said what I said. Yeah, I don't think you was even good enough for somebody to swallow your stupid asses. Some of y'all should have just been wasted on the fucking carpet and vacuumed the fuck up or swept up. Because that's how low and disgusting you are. So yesterday when I put the video up, this guy got on there and told me, you know, I had on a blue lipstick yesterday. That lipstick drives people insane. And that's why I wear it. That's why I wear it. I really wear it to fuck with y'all. Because you all have such an issue with what's on my fucking lips that ain't on your motherfucking dick. It drives you all crazy. Now today I got on purple. Tomorrow I might have on green. And the next day I might have on black. And the next day I might have on red. And the next day I may have on orange. But they my fucking lips. And they ain't nowhere on your dick or your motherfucking balls. And you probably wish that they were. But they're not. And that goes for the women too. But right now I'm going to stick with you sorry ass, stupid ass, fucked up, non-having job, little dick, hairy ball, hair musty ball, don't know how to wash your ass, got doodle streaks in your fucking underwear. I'm going to stick with y'all right now. So it's just sad to me. It's just sad to me that you are in this body and you still going through puberty at 50 and 55 and 60 and 70. It's just sad. So to get this guy got on my video yesterday, two of these little dick men, and so the one guy told me I look like this wrestler because I had on this lipstick, and I said to him, your mother's not on this video. Because it always goes back to their mama. Whether we believe it or not, it really, really does. Okay? And then I told him that his penis was little, that his mama should have swallowed. I meant all of that. Then there was another one that got on who didn't even watch the video. He just saw the title, and he immediately wanted to go in. I said, if you had watched the video, you would have seen that I said women should go to a man's house and take something as well. But I wasn't talking about women. I was talking about men due to a subject that was on Facebook. And if you watch the video, I said that. He said, I didn't have to watch the video to... I didn't have to watch the video. The title enough was enough for me. And what is always so amazing to me is that the reason why we don't learn, and the reason why we don't comprehend, and the reason why we are where we are as a people not just black people. Because I'm sure these two brothers, well, one brother, the brother who was coming at me talking about he didn't watch the video, he was black. The other one, he don't even have a profile picture. And you know, when a lot of times when people don't have a profile picture on YouTube or Facebook or any of these other places, they have some kind of issues. Because if you're secure in yourself before you trying to tear somebody else down about how they look, where's your picture? But they never have a picture, never. So it was like 3 people that liked his comment about me looking like this wrestler, right? And I'm sure that they were men. It might have been a woman too, because women, you know, but let me stick with the men. I'll deal with the women on another day, but I'm gonna talk about y'all. So I came back and said what I said, and some people like my comments what I said. But to tie this into this conversation on TikTok, ladies, you need to be careful. You need to really listen to this, because this goes back to these type of men that I'm talking about. On TikTok, there's a young lady that lives in Detroit. She goes into the store, I believe a convenience store. You probably have seen it on TikTok. If you haven't, type in "woman gets beaten up in Detroit in store," and it'll come up on TikTok. So she goes into the store to buy something, and as she's going in the store, or she's in the store, this guy asks her for her phone number, and she tells him no, and he becomes pissed because she would not give him her phone number, and he beats her up, brutally beats her up. He breaks all the bones on one side of her face. He broke the bones in her face. She had 2 black eyes. Her lips are swollen. Her whole face is swollen. Okay. So she's telling her story, and the men on her video got on there and went in on her and said, one man said, "Well, you probably deserved it." One man said, "Well, if you just had gave him your number, bitch, you know, maybe you wouldn't have got fucked up." The comments, oh my God, the comments from the men, I wanted to throw up. I was like, are these motherfuckers serious? I was like, now I'm just talking about those men, because there were other men on there that was talking about him. This punk, you know, he needs to give it a real, you know, you hit a man, blah, 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 you know. So there were men on there that were very, very supportive and was saying, this is a shame, you know, what happened to men, blah, 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 you know, whatever. Ladies, let me tell you something. Be careful when you out here in these streets dealing with these low life men that can't take rejection, can't take a no. See, nobody taught them about when a woman says no, her no is no, and you keep on moving. And this is something that I'm teaching my son. I had to tell my son, and I reiterate this to him all the time, about when he starts becoming sexually active, that when you start having sex and a girl decides that she doesn't want to have sex anymore, or she tells you you're hurting her, or she decides that even though she might be naked and you might be naked, that she don't want to do it, you have to honor that and say okay, and get your clothes on and get to stepping. Not force her to have sex because your dick is hard as a brick and you feel like, well, you know, you got your clothes off and I got my clothes off and my dick is hard and I'm ready and you gonna fuck me, bitch. regardless of if you want to fuck or not. It's rape. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the balcony. It's rape. It's rape. It's rape. There's no other way to say it but that way. It's rape. So I tell my son, do not keep going or trying to force your penis in her vagina because you want to get it in. That's what I tell my son, my 15-year-old son, because he needs to know that. He needs to know that when a girl's no is no, it is a no. And her no is what you honor and it's what you respect. Because sexual violation, rape, you will go to jail. Just that simple. Just that simple. I will be back. I'm back. Had to go punch in. So I tell my son this all the time because I want him to understand that I don't care how good it feels. I don't care if you really want to get it in. When she say no, she say no. And if she's wishy-washy and she's saying no, and then you get the fuck out of there. You get up and you get your clothes on. And you get out of there. You know? And so these are the things that, you know, we as parents, as women, we need to teach our boys. And men that have sons, you all need to do the same. You need to tell your sons, no. No means no. All day, every day. I tell my son this as well. You do not believe a girl that tells you that she's on birth control. You take your own health and your own responsibility for not getting a girl pregnant. Use a condom. And so many men, they don't like using condoms. They hate using condoms. They don't use condoms. But if you know you're not ready for no baby, why are you out here fucking in the raw? And more than that, the diseases that you can get. Why are you fucking in the raw? So, I'm not saying he gonna do it. I'm not saying, you know, we was having this conversation last night about him getting somebody, he was like, what if I got a girl pregnant at blah, 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 you know. I know he gonna have sex. I know he's going to do some stupid things. But I keep drilling it in his head and drilling it in his head, as I have with telling him about drugs and getting high. He's so against that. And I hope that that stays. You know, we can only hope and pray. But one thing I do know is that I know that I'm raising a king. And I tell him every day. And when I tell him, I said, when you do things that is out of your realm, I'm going to check you. And I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. Because I'm your mama. And that's what I am supposed to do. Hell, I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts today. Let's see. But we just won't tell kids or young men how to be men anymore. And I know that the girls are worse than some of these boys. I know that because, you know, my son come home and tell me what they doing in school. So I know that. But what I know is that I can only raise my child. And we all are responsible for our children or our nieces or our nephews or somebody that you come in contact with, you know, that you know needs correction. So anyway, this guy, he jumped her in the store. And like I said, he broke the bones in her face. This was, I don't know how long ago this was, but I think it happened in 2023. So she did the TikTok video, you know, telling everybody about it. And I've seen several other videos as she has healed. So she's, you know, she's healing, but she still has, you know, the broken bones in her face. It's quite sad. It's very, very sad. But I just was mortified by the comments from these men. And I know how men are because I know what they do on my platform and what they say and the nasty stuff that they say, the disrespectful things that they say, you know. So I know that they're out there like that there are men like that. And social media has really shown me why I want to continue to be single. It really, really has, because y'all are disgusting. I don't know no other way to say it. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. You know, the guy who made the comment on my video last night telling me that I look like the rest or whatever, you know, you disgusting. You're disgusting. And I realized that, you know, you don't love your mother and that you hate your mama and that it really don't have nothing to do with Cece. It's really got a whole lot to do with your relationship with your mama. And I just, you know, I just feel sorry for you that, you know, you don't like that, you don't love your mother. I feel sorry for you. I really do. I feel sorry that you didn't get the hug. I feel sorry that, you know, nobody taught you about not being ignorant, that that you have no self-respect or regard for anybody else. You know, I feel sorry for you. I really, really do. I really do. And more than that, I feel sorry that your mother had to birth a human being like yourself. You know, that she had to look down on you and realize that she didn't want you. And in her not wanting you, she didn't give a fuck about you enough to raise you to be a good human being. Because, you know, some of you all act like you're not human. Some of you act like, you know, you all were raised by a goat or a coyote or somebody. I don't understand. Or a wolf. I don't get it. But a lot of y'all mothers didn't want you. And it shows in how you show up and how you treat women. And so I feel sorry for you. You know, like I said, some of you all just didn't even deserve to be, you know, some of y'all so disgusting, you just didn't even deserve to be here on earth, period. Like I said, you should have been wasted on the fucking carpet. You weren't even good enough to be down somebody's throat.
Hello, will you be using that napkin? Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Can I have a large decaf coffee with extra sugar, extra cream?
Uh-huh.
And some extra sugar packs on the side.
Would you like anything else today?
And can I get the can I get 2 pancake wake up wraps?
The sausage?
Yes.
Would you like anything else?
That's it.
Thank you for
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
It's just, you know, it's just sad to me. It's really, really sad. And I do. I sincerely feel sorry for you. You know, because it's just sad. It's just sad. And so when I get on here on social media and I see what the men say to me, and I see what they say to other women, I do my diligence. I know I'm saying that word wrong, but I do everything I can, baby, to make sure my child do not turn out like y'all. I really do. I really, really do. And I know I'm doing something right because of what my son says and what we talk about. And so I know I'm doing something right. And, you know, it takes a real woman, a woman of strength and faith to even raise a male child, you know. Hi. Here you go. Thank you. You in a happy mood. That's good. I like you crazy. Oh, she's singing. Asking for my extra sugar packs, but they'll never make my coffee sweet enough. Can I get some extra sugar packs? Yeah, and a straw. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. We're going to see what these pancakes. This is something new. So, yeah, I came on down here. I didn't even realize this Dunkin' Donuts was here. You know how many times I drove past here and didn't know this Dunkin' Donuts was here? I never knew it, that it was there. The other thing I want to tell y'all is that piggying back on this girl who was beaten, you know, in Detroit, and you all please pray for her that she really, really heals. But there was a young lady here in Chicago who was walking to her car. She was an Asian lady, and the guy was black, and he was trying to talk to her, you know, holler at her. And she went up in a parking garage to you know, get her car. I guess she was coming home from work or whatever. And same thing, he got upset because she blew him off and kept on walking. He followed her in the parking garage. When she got to her car, he about to miss my turn. He put her in a chokehold, pushed her in her car, raped her, beat her, and he murdered her. That didn't happen that long ago. That was here in Chicago. So when I'm out and men are trying to holler at me and they trying to talk or whatever, I just say, hey, how you doing? I be friendly and I keep on walking. When men ask me for my number, I don't tell men no. I give them my number. Sometimes they call, sometimes they don't. If it's somebody that I'm really not interested, you know, I didn't want to give them my number, but just to get them out my face, just to get them away from me, here's my number. I give them my number, and when they call, I may pick up the phone. Hey, how you doing? Okay, well, you know what? Let me get back to you. And I get off the phone and I block their number. I had one guy do me like that. I mean, something was wrong with him. I knew something was wrong with him when I met him. But just to get him out of my face, I gave him a number. And I blocked him. He called me from another number. I blocked that number. I blocked that number. You know what I'm saying? I just kept blocking him. But sometimes, ladies, sometimes you're going to have to just go on and give them your number and then block them. Because being mouthy to them or saying stuff back to them, they're not rap tight. They're not rap tight. I'm telling you, they cannot deal with rejection. They cannot deal with you saying to them you're not interested, or no, you cannot have my phone number. They can't deal with that. I'm telling you. So that being said, that they cannot deal with that, you as a woman, you're going to have to just go with the flow of things, and then make sure you get the hell away from them. Because your life, returning back home is the main goal that we trying to do here. That's our main goal. We trying to get back home. Fuck all the other bullshit. We trying to get back home. Don't nobody care about nothing else. Just make sure you get back home. That you back home and you get back home safely. Because what they care about, what the hell was that? Because what they care about, hitting you or disrespecting you or calling you out your name or any of that. They don't care. They don't care about killing you. They don't care about beating your ass over something so fucking stupid. They do not care. And so you got to always keep in mind that it is not worth you losing your life over some bullshit. Give them the number. You can block them if they call. A lot of men ask me for my number. They never even call me. You know what I'm saying? They never even call. I give them the number. I keep it moving because I can always block you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even say, no, you can't have my number. Here you go. I got cards, my business cards. Here you go. Because my goal is to get the fuck away from you. Especially when you look crazy. Especially when you acting crazy. Especially when you... Because, see, I know crazy and I see crazy all day long. And a lot of you all on these platforms, on these social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, y'all are mentally ill. You're mentally ill. And now you on a platform where you can really portray your mental illness. A lot of you all are mentally ill. The guy who wrote the comment last night and the other guy who wanted to argue, you all are mental. You're mental. You're mentally ill. And you need professional help. And I can't give it to you because I'm not equipped to give it to you. I don't have a license in psychotherapy. But what I do know is that I know that you're crazy, and I know that you are abusive, and I know that you beat women, and you have beat and you have hit on a woman, and I know you hate women by what you say to me. So I know that by your actions. I know that you have some issues that you didn't resolve with your mother, or some woman in your life really hurt you. And I realize that you are mentally ill, and I realize that because I am a domestic abuse survivor, I know that I know abusive men, and a lot of you all are right here. You write your comments right here on these videos. You are abusers, and you abuse women, and you have abused a woman somewhere down the line in your life, and you probably right now beating a woman's ass because you hate women. And a lot of you men that hate women wish you were a woman. A lot of y'all are gay and you haven't dealt with your sexuality. A lot of you all wish you had a pussy. A lot of you all have not, you fucking women, but you wish you was fucking a man. I mean, it goes on and on and on. You got some issues. I see it here at this job. I see it when I'm out. And it's sad that you have not come to grips with your own sexuality and dealt with that and accepted that you gay. So instead, you'd rather... How in the hell is he parked in this parking spot? He didn't care how he parked. Just parked any kind of way. So you rather not deal with You rather not deal with who you are. Instead, you want to hate on women because you have not come to grips with your own sexuality. And you see women and you go, man, I wish I was a woman. I wish I had what she had. And so you get on women's platforms and you go in because you wish that you were a woman. You wish that you were. And you really need to get a grip and you need to find out who you are. And once you find out who you are, and once you accept who you are, you'll stop being so mean and so negative and so nasty toward women. Baby, get you some help because you need it. You need it. So with that being said, I am going to get off of here. But women, be careful. Please be careful. Don't be talking back to these men when you out in the street. Speak, smile. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing today? I'm good. Keep on moving. You know, fake the funk. You know, bullshit them. Just get the fuck away from them. Because you don't know what these crazy motherfuckers are going to do. They are crazy. It's a lot of men that are crazy. The black woman in I don't know where she was, New York, walking down the street. Homeless man, he really was crazy. Hit her in the face with a pipe. She almost lost her eye. Ladies, be careful. It's some psycho ass men. Okay? And a lot of us have dealt with domestic abuse. So when you know what it look like, you know what it sound like. So because you know what it look like and you know what it sound like, get the fuck away from them. You want my number? Okay, here it is, 772. Keep it moving. You can block them. When they call, you can block them. Like I said, most of the men I give my number to, they never call. A lot of them are married. You know, they just want to see if they can get your number. They never call. They never call. And the ones who do call, they ain't interested. I block them. Keep it moving. But think about your own safety first. Just think about that. And be very, very careful. All right, y'all. Have a good, blessed day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Wednesday is the 31st. Yeah, Wednesday, January 31st. So have a good day and have a good, safe day. I love you all. Bye.